Are you sure this is on? I don't think. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, sure. Um, Hello. My name is Solomon, and I am the production designer as well as one of the leading actors in the movie Lucitas. And today I'm here to actually answer the second question. I already answered the first question. If you want to see that, you can go and check out the video. I will have it here as a link if you wish, and I'm just going to proceed. So, how does your product engage with audiences, and how would it be distributed as a real media text? So, our movie mostly engages with our audience in three categories, which is our music, our dialogue, as well as our scenery. So, our music has all three of our music has some form or level of stress implemented into it. We use three bands: the Smiths, Swans, and Godspeed You Black Emperor. The three, we each one having varying levels of stress. Swans being the most stressful, as we mostly use it in our kitchen scene and sequence to be able to, to feel what Jose is feeling when we have Christian talking down to him. Then Christian is the head chef during that scene. Then we'll have the Smiths, which we used Heaven Knows I'm Miserable Now, and that's during the sequence when it's Jose leaving and going back home, and he's angry, he's pissed, he's furious. Oh, sorry, man, those are very extreme synonyms. He's very furious. He's very furious. He's pent up, and it's just the song basically talking about him and his experience. And then last we have the song Sleep by Godspeed You Black Emperor, which has a certain amount of stress in it, but it's also a very small hint of curiosity that's shown within the music, with the representation of just a small boom type noise that's played throughout the entire song. And that at least allows most people to be focused in the movie, because it at least encapsulates them to be more like, oh, like my God, what happened during this scene? Or, oh, how sad. And then when Godspeed Black Emperor comes up, they'll be like, oh, what's gonna happen here? Like, that music at least allows people to be more engaged and focused in it. The next thing is mostly the dialogue. In the kitchen scene, most importantly, that's where most people will probably be focused at, because it has at least some level of disrespectful talk in it. As I call our leading actor an absolute failure, which is a great part of the movie. If you haven't seen the movie, first off, why are you here? And second off, watch the movie. But yeah, it's a very great and a very ear catching part of the movie, because no one is expected to hear such very disrespectful talk to someone already so early within the movie. So that's one of the things that also engages within our audience. The last thing is mostly our scenery, which I also consider mostly our camera work, which we mostly use a lot of up close close-ups, extreme close-ups, and we try not to go for more than middle shots when we're actually doing the certain shots within our movie, which at least get people to an uncomfortable level of closeness. So it kind of forces them to be engaged within the movie, because if not, it feels like someone is just breathing right behind your back, and that adds another level of stress, which is great for us because it at least makes people be focused within the movie. So the next question to address is, how would it be distributed as a real media text? We will mostly put this in a platform like Netflix or Hulu, such platforms as that, because our movie is mostly geared towards people within the early 20s, and those type of platforms are what most people in that age group are using a lot of the time. So it would be beneficial for us to be able to implement it there, as well as our movie and I love it. I want it to be a movie. I feel like it could be better as a show. So we could be able to use that platform to be able to test the waters, trying to make it into a show. It's still going to be a movie, of course, but we can at least be able to test the waters to be able to make sure if it can be a show, and then it'll be a lot more forgiving on us because then we don't have to go through the process of going through an entire movie, TV station and going through that process of asking them and then paying them and stuff like that. But yeah, that's all for the second question. Thank you for being here with me again, and I will see you for the next question. And if you haven't heard me talk about the first question, then I suggest you do that. Bye bye. What? No, don't tell me it wasn't